No, you got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another.
Who's gonna get it?
Welcome.
Hey, what's up, everybody, to the 3DropOut podcast.
There you go.
We joined with your boy Aman.
Yeah, your
boy.
Wow.
And,
government name.
And then Kumar.
And then TV
And
916.
TV 916. And we got your boy V and Bubbles.
Okay.
Hey,
It's quick with it.
DJ Aman.
We had a question from the audience.
We had a question from the audience.
Yo,
Mr.
audience in the
Mr.
set.
Audience member, what would you like to know? Mr. Audience member would like to know how I marinate my chicken for the barbecue.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's
do it.
so what I do is you gotta get it washed up first the night before. You gotta marinate it overnight. Cut little slits into it. Okay. Barbecue sauce. Little bit of ketchup. Worcestershire sauce.
Ooh,
okay.
okay.
Barbecue spice rub. All right. Salt. Pepper. Ginger. And then garlic and chilies mixed up. All right. You mix it all up in one sauce. Like you blend it and mix it up in one sauce, one big sauce. And then this is what's really important. You got to make sure that you like wash your hands really well and you massage it into the chicken. You got to massage. You got to massage the chicken. Like this is very important.
I
This is
hella
key.
pictured you massaging.
You got to like really massage it in there and
Got
like
you.
really
Are you
do it the right way.
shirtless?
Huh?
Are you shirtless when you're massaging?
I rub the chicken on my nipples.
Do you?
That is where the flavor comes from. That is
The extra salt, huh?
it's not barbecue flavor. It's Bubbles nipples flavor.
I'm not coming over.
Yeah, very nice.
So y'all coming tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, but you do make some pretty good barbecue, man.
Thank you, man.
I threw up
Appreciate
every time.
I was gonna say you do have like you know how to cook, you know,
Fell for
for a
that,
bitch.
Damn. You guys, no, just go ahead and get it out. No, the first half an hour of this podcast is gonna be this.
Sorry, it was.
Hey, to be honest, like, we've
another one.
had some really good barbecues at your house, V.
Oh, me?
Yeah, like we made some bomb ass. Like I don't know who marinated the stuff, but dude, it was good.
Don't ask me to marinate it. You know what I mean? I use a special sauce.
Dude, the last time we did the barbecue, it was super fun right here in the backyard.
Oh yeah.
That was
Also,
dope. That was hella chill. It was
Panini.
good vibes.
Panani.
Yeah, that was when he was
yeah.
going away. His going away party. We were so happy that
So
day.
happy.
So happy.
And he's back.
And unfortunately, he's back. Oh, no, I mean, sorry.
Pushing?
Fortunately?
No.
Fortunately?
Not fortunately for the females.
Hey.
Zing.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
It's still funny watching him
Yeah.
get rejected because he'll try even harder.
Yeah, it's true. Hey, but actually, before we move on from the barbecue topic, I went today with Zach to shop for his for tomorrow.
Oh no way.
And he picked up some. It's gonna be some good burgers, man. He picked up some ground beef, some hot dogs,
Hold on.
and it's
Hot
gonna
dog.
be
Did you say hot dog?
nice and chill. Yeah, hot dog.
Hold on.
Hold on. Okay.
Okay. But yeah, man, like, hey, barbecue season's coming. I love grilling, dude. I think that's like probably other than Indian food, that's my favorite food.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
actually
barbecue?
put me on it.
Yeah,
You put me
yeah.
on it. Because I remember I lived in Texas and I didn't even.
How'd you not have barbecue
I know.
in Texas?
I know.
That's- yes.
That's like
You know
going to
where
the
I went?
mall and not buying anything.
Bro,
You know where I went? Like
What?
McDonald's.
you were in Texas going to McDonald's?
Jesus Christ!
Did they have barbecue?
Did you get the barbecue sauce?
I got sweet and sour sauce.
Sweet and sour sauce.
not even the right shit.
Dude, I
Okay,
swear,
yeah.
and I regret that because when I got here, he put us on barbecue
Oh,
game,
dude.
because he took us to Sauced,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, I've
Yeah,
been
no,
missing out.
sauce was good, but then
Yeah.
the life-changing experience was Phil's barbecue in San Diego.
That's right. That was life changing. Yeah.
was so fucking good.
You know what was disappointing? Like I went to Sauce one time, and like I overheard these guys talking, and they were like, to us, Sauce was hella good, right? But they were talking mad shit. They're like, oh yeah, this is definitely fucking California barbecue. This doesn't compare to
What?
Texas barbecue at all. They were talking mad shit about it. They're
Like, right next to you guys?
God, this is horrible. Yeah, and I was just hearing it while I'm like, oh my god, this is so good.
Hey, you better stand up. You take that back.
I
And
just
like-
pictured you saying it louder.
It's like, oh my god, this is so good. you
Way
guys.
better than Texas.
But I always hear that. I always hear that like what we consider good barbecue is like not
Mediocre.
even like mediocre over there.
That's
And-
sad because that means I haven't had good barbecue.
And I want to know what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna
You know
kill,
what?
I want to kill a cow.
Jesus.
Oh, God damn it.
All right, here it is.
And straight from the source.
Hey,
Straight from the source. You wanna snap his neck yourself?
Yeah, I want to snap that neck and
we
then,
apologize to our
Yeah,
sponsor,
Peter, yeah.
the local Hindu chapter, for those comments.
And also Peter had what is that? The
PETA?
Yeah,
Yeah, PETA.
They have just
PETA.
removed. They just have not. They just removed all our endorsements and sponsors.
We lost all that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then another thing
Yeah.
that I'm interested with is the Beyond Meat.
oh
Because
yeah,
it's been tasting good, right?
oh
Remember
dude,
we
yeah,
had
yeah, dude had it. I was like, yo, I was like, this is not meat.
Didn't we-
That's fucking weird.
We all had it together.
I like that. He's like, I had it, and I'll tell you what, it was Beyond Meat.
It was
I couldn't
So
think.
I
great.
thought it was meat.
Whoever named it is a
Yeah,
genius.
it's genius. So Impossible Burger, and then you got Beyond Meat, right?
No, I think
No, that's two different things.
They're Impossible is different than
Yeah,
Beyond?
Impossible. No, I'm serious.
See,
I'm sure it's two
I
different
don't,
things.
I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah.
So, my brother, shout out, he was like, yo, the Carl's Jr. one is really good. And so then I was like, oh, okay. But I think that's Impossible Burger. And then and Burger King has the other one, Beyond Meat, whatever.
Beyond Meat.
Beyond Burger?
You
Beyond
know,
something?
hey, just to throw some stats out there.
Yeah.
So that industry, right, started off, I think, like first couple years or something. It was like
Struggling.
like like $50 to $100 million in sales. You know, like all the companies combined and stuff.
Yeah.
Projected.
Yeah.
I think this year they're gonna do over $4 billion in sales.
Damn.
It just started a few years ago.
That's crazy.
That's how quickly it's like catching on, and like companies are implementing it and trying it.
Yeah.
Fast food, local people, like everything. It's in
So,
Costco.
so this Beyond Meat, it's like a vegetarian option, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's also vegan, but definitely vegetarian.
I think it's vegan. But just to throw, since you threw stats, I want to throw my opinion. I fucks with it.
You fuck with it?
I fucks with
He
it.
fucks with it.
Yeah.
Hey.
They actually have it at our cafeterias now, the base.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
where
so-
my tax money is.
Yeah,
going.
exactly. Your tax buddy is really.
All right, so let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
Like, all right, so this is a vegetarian option, right? But it costs more resources to make this meat than it does good. Like you know what I'm saying? It costs, it damages the environment and like the resources like to actually make this stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of like it's a healthier option, but it's also destroying. Like it's harder to make, right? Because it's not
I
organic.
mean, aren't cows already?
This is
No, cows lived, you know, like they roamed the earth, you know, like
No, but like they destroy the environment
but-
because of the meat industry.
But we take up even a larger amount of space to
But-
create these Beyond Burger because
Yeah.
we're using factories and like trucks and everything. Like
Yeah, and what I'm saying is they're already doing
bigger
it.
factory. You
what I'm
know
saying
what
is
I mean?
meat is already doing that, you know. So like,
yeah, but he's saying
This is causing
this is even more.
this is causing more than what the meat
Yeah.
and like
So-
so one beef
Jesus.
patty,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah. It's
and then
easier to
one
make.
Beyond Meat patty. This causes less
Yes.
harm to the earth than the Beyond.
and,
Meat.
and that's easier to make.
Yeah.
Wait,
The beef patty is
Yeah,
easier to
because
make.
you slit the neck, you say Alhamdulillah, and then you you get the
so
ground beef.
so what do you guys think? You know, it might be a
Is that
better
true?
option,
This
but-
is the,
but
um,
it causes more damage.
He's right though, like, but I think this is just initially in the beginning because this is what happened with the Prius. When the Prius first came out, in order to produce the nickel battery that it needed to operate, right, it was causing more pollution to produce that battery than the car was saving in its life in like emissions.
Okay,
Right?
that makes
but
sense.
now with it being in like its whatever generation, that's not true anymore. So now the cost of a production of Prius. So the first gen Prius caused more
I see,
pollution
I see.
than a BMW M3 during that time.
Damn.
Right? So now
Holy-
it's
wow.
not true anymore. I think over time it's good, but for right now, yeah, it's causing more.
Yeah. But like, the only thing that I'm sketchy about it because it's created in a lab, you
Yeah.
know. So I'm like, what the hell are they putting into this? Like, what are they injecting it with to get that texture, that color, and the feel for it? You know, like some of them even have like blood. That's not blood.
They actually, yeah, it's beet juice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
Beet juice, yeah, so that it bleeds and stuff. You know, they created the first piece of actual like steak in a lab, like lab grown
really?
Yeah.
like steak, and then they like.
I would
guess
not be the
they,
first person to eat that.
Yeah.
Somebody ate it.
Yeah.
Somebody cooked it.
It's
And
me.
they're like, oh,
It
it's
was me.
great. But you know what's also crazy that I saw recently? So there's this company that's like I guess progressing in like 3D manufacturing. So they're 3D printing human organs.
Word? Could they 3D print me No.
Okay. Go ahead, finish that thought.
So like,
finish that
so
thought.
the demonstration
Continue.
they were doing, they were 3D printing human ears.
What? Who the fuck?
Yeah, like, and I was like, dude, this is insane. And then they're saying the next step would be to like 3D print like
Dicks.
valves,
Cocks. Oh, okay.
like valves in your like veins in your stuff, like for surgeries, like
Titties.
like.
You're the scientist and you have a bunch of titties in your fucking
Doctor
car.
Singh, we told you we need ears and valves.
Not titties.
Okay,
Fuck,
but just touch these titties.
Yeah.
Doctor.
That would
touch
be
'em.
him. That would be a mod.
I'm like, damn, I'm trying to make them.
You'd be like,
Perfect
yeah, you know what?
Doctor, you have
the
nothing-
world needs this.
Yeah.
You have nothing
Yeah.
but ass and titties.
Honestly, though, we could make titties and give them out to members of the itty bitty titty committee,
Oh yeah.
right? And save the world, bro.
Save the world, huh? Jesus. We also just lost our sponsors from
The itty bitty titty
yeah,
committee.
I just thought that was crazy that like with that far. Like,
That's-
because I don't really keep up with 3D printing like that, but like that just like flew on my radar, and I was like, "What?"
These are functioning ears, or is this like a cosmetic
yeah,
thing?
like no, they
This
could,
is like just like
no, they could use it. Like,
What?
Yeah, they're printing organs that you could use.
Wow, dude.
And, like, but the thing is, like, obviously they're still testing it, and like, so one of the things they printed was like a valve for like a heart, like like to like help
That's
the pump and have blood flow, and I was like, holy shit, they're like. Really, they're creating this in a fucking lab that they're going to implement into humans.
Hey,
And
I'm not
like,
gonna lie.
oh,
How much does a three?
a lot.
It
a
does?
lot.
A 3D
lot.
printer?
if you gotta ask, you can't afford
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, if I had to
like,
ask,
we
like,
can't afford
the
it.
fact that it's not in your house, that means it's not
It's
for
not
consumers.
true.
Yeah.
Because when I don't know if this is true, but there was a student and he basically made Invisalign for himself when 3D printer came
With
out.
the 3D printer?
Yeah, and that really messed a lot of people up. Well, Invisalign, because they were really expensive.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
charging everyone up their ass.
Yeah.
So then he goes and decides to do that, fix his teeth by creating a mold, and then all through 3D printing, and then
That's wild.
and then yeah, he did all that with
Honestly-
like a couple of dollars, and then
Damn.
and man, so then it tells you the profit range with the
Oh,
Invisalign
yeah.
and the
But see,
dental.
you know what a lot of people are scared of is because you could 3D print guns that work.
Oh yeah.
So like people are scared of that they're like, oh,
you did that?
like yeah, like so like you can because whatever software they use, right? Like someone's already created the blueprint for it, so you can go there and download the blueprint for the 3D print. And
That
then,
is fucking sick.
and then so you could 3D print whatever like someone else has already created, right? So like say that you're like if you're missing like a cap, someone's already created a cap and be like, oh, the Dasani cap, and then you can find that little file for it, download it, and then you can 3D print a Dasani cap. But people can 3D print guns, and like that's what they get
that's
scared
scary,
of.
huh?
yeah.
Because like they're like, oh, people can just have firearms.
To
in
be
their
honest,
house.
if I really wanted to save money, I'd 3D print a hoe that
Hella.
loves me. Because the money I be spending on these bitches
Well, how much did you
is wild.
spend yesterday?
I don't want to talk about
No,
it.
let's talk about it.
And let's
I
talk
want
about
to
it.
talk about
I
it.
don't wanna talk about
No,
it.
no, I
Let's
wanna-
talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Look at me.
Look at me, Blake.
Okay, speaking of spending,
It was a lot. It was in the thousands, and
Okay, well.
it just it's cool.
It's cool.
I'll recover.
Yeah.
It's a
But
tuition.
wait for
Hey,
them Venmo requests. Shout out,
hey, shout out.
shout out to our boy.
Hey, let me get that number real
Let me get
quick.
that.
Hey, so speaking of spending money, I have this Vegas story, and I'll never forget
Hell
it
yeah,
because
boy.
it was hella funny.
Let's
It
hear
was
it.
hella funny. So we were out in Vegas. This may be like 2015. We're out there with the boys, and there's 5 of us. We're chilling. We're like, ooh, getting it, right?
Did you stretch?
Let's stretch it a little
If
bit.
if that's how they party, it's no wonder y'all don't get females.
This was front of a Dollar Tree parking lot.
Yeah, so we're out there partying, and so long story short, we went to the club, yada yada. Like, so me and my buddy, we're like, so at the end of the club, like, so 3 of them, they're like, one of them got kicked out of the club.
Nice.
Ooh, I wonder who.
Yes. The one that got kicked out of the club, and he's like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna go to a strip club. He went to a strip club, right?
Nice.
And then after we got out, we're like, yo, where's our other boy? And then we hit him up. He's like, yo, I'm at the strip club. Come through. And okay, so the strip club's name is Crazy Horse 3. I don't know what happened to 1 and 2.
What the fuck? They're 3
That's
crazy
genius.
horses deep.
Hey, look, that's genius because you think about it. It makes you think. Look, my boy just came out clubbing, and he's thinking.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
And I was like, what
holy shit.
happened to 1 and 2? Obviously, it didn't work.
And now you want to go. And now suddenly,
Third time's a charm, though.
So he's out there at the strip club having a fucking blast of a time, right? And then
You can just hear it.
he's like, yo, there's a limo over there, like it'll take you guys. And then so my boys look at me, they're like, you guys go to the strip club. And then me and my other buddy were like, nah, we're gonna go creep on the street, on the strip. So we walked the path. We're like, all right, cool. So we decided our dumbasses decided to walk back to the hotel, which was horrible, super long.
Everybody learns their lesson.
Yeah. And then so these guys went to the strip club, and then so. Well, we were out for a while. Like we were staying out till the sun came up, and then it was like 5 a.m. Like we walk into the room, and then I was expecting them to be there, already passed out, and then we walk in. The room is empty, and I'm like, we're the first ones back. This is scary, and it's 5 a.m. Right, so it's super fucking late, and then so I hit him up. I was like, hey, where you guys at? And they're like, oh yeah, hey, we're still at the strip club. Come through. I was like, nah, we're already back at the room. We're about to go to sleep. So me and my buddy, we pass out. We wake up. And next thing you know, we wake up to them coming in, and they're walking in through the door at like 9, 10 a.m.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, that's Vegas, bro.
And then, hey, shout out to your boy, Jared Gutierrez.
El Chupacabra?
The El Chupacabra that's never found. He walks in with the most pitiful face I have ever seen. Like, it's just a face of dismay, like he killed somebody. It was...
Damn.
Like,
he's in shock.
No, he was in shock. He's like, yo, I fucked up, you know, like I was like, what happened? He's like, bro, I spent money I didn't have. Right? So what happened was, so he was at the club and he wanted to get a lap dance, but then so my buddy bought him a lap dance and he's like, oh okay, he's like, oh cool, but then the chick was still with him and he's like, yo, I don't got enough cash for the next one, and then my boy's like, hey, no, it's cool, I got you, I'll spot you, and then so he got him another lap dance, right? So but the thing is like, the El Chupacabra's in love with this chick, and because he's like, yo, she's the baddest I've ever seen. Like, she got a bubble butt, yada yada, like just his type, right? So he's feeling this chick hard, and he's like, and so you got so many dances with her. Thing is, he didn't have the money to pay for it, so my buddy is spotting him, so he's like covering him, right? And then my other buddy that got kicked out and went there, he was there all night, and he was balling out. He was getting lap dance here. He was buying somebody else lap dances. He was buying his friend lap dances, and on top of that, he's getting bottle servers and bottle servers and bottle servers, right? Jesus. And then so this is the funny. So like Jared, so El Chupacabra walks in, and we're like, what happened? He's like, bro, I fucked up. I spent money I didn't have, and we're like, oh shit. And then at that point, we're still kind of tired, so we're like, yeah, we'll just pass out. So we all passed out, and next thing you know, we wake up, and then my boy that got kicked out wakes up, like he goes, hits his face, and he's like, bro, I fucked up last night. I was like, wait, what happened? He's like, bro, I spent $8,000 at the strip club. God. And I was like, how the fuck did you spend $8,000? He's like, look, so I bought a couple bottles. I bought him a lap dance. I had 2 girls on me, and I was like, oh my God. He's like, but then I bought another bottle, and then this is all on his credit card. Then he started calling the credit card trying to cancel, and so he got away with one of them. He's like, yeah, you know, they tricked me into getting all this stuff, and I didn't know.
All the stories he's making up right now.
So he started making up shit, and he's like, so we see you with a credit card, and like eventually that was the end of the report. So he ended up having to pay $2,000. I think
he saved money.
$8,000 though.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was just like, but it was just hella fun. The look on his face.
What about El Chupacabra?
El Chupacabra is still doing payments.
We're not gonna discuss what kind of payments.
37% interest.
But just know he's at his house every Saturday.
It's been 4 years.
Holy shit!
It's an addiction now.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That is hella wild.
Yeah.
I to keep the story anonymous. Miami. Okay, somebody went to Miami. Almost the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. They go to Miami. They land in the morning, right? That same day, right, at about I think it's 10, 11 p.m. We start getting calls back in Sacramento, like, yo, I fucked up. Mm-hmm. What happened? It's
always a good start.
I was like,
always a good start.
You know, he's like, I fucked up. It's like, what happened? He's like, I blew through all the cash I brought. He was there for 5 days. On the first day, blew through.
Oh, damn.
$5,000. Oh, first day, blew through all of it. He's like, I don't know what to do. And then
Jesus Christ.
Thankfully, he had a good group of friends who came together and sent him some money so he could have the whole trip and come back. But it is very, very fucking easy to go in that environment.
Yeah.
And you get into this mode
yeah.
where you think you have shit that you don't.
I honestly want him to be like,
and they trick
like
the
a lab
fuck
rat.
out of you. They trick the fuck out of you. It's the fucking woman, bro.
No, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, like, what if I was there to observe him, right? And I'm just there right
You got
next
a
to
white
him.
lab
Yeah,
coat?
I'm just observing him, and I just want to see his face. And that first like postcard
just
or
like,
like
oh.
that billboard hits him, whatever. He's like, okay, like I want to be there, but like, okay, interesting.
Man, but it's crazy. So
Blame that
like,
mind
you know how you
Because
spend.
women never do this, right?
They don't have to. They don't like it's free for them. They get invited to the booths.
No, they have like.
No, this is a problem only men deal with.
Yeah, it really is, and they know guys will do it because they're trying to get girls, right?
Yeah.
That's true. That's
and girls do it because they want to get privacy, but they don't really care.
Yeah.
They'll drink your alcohol and be like, oh fuck it, right? Yeah. But one thing is crazy. So like, you know how you spent like a certain amount of money last night, like bottle service in Vegas is like $4,000 and up.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Insane.
for me, the $2,000 that I ended up spending for Sacramento, probably it's a
You're
lot.
a baller.
You're
balling right there.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Like
In Sac.
I don't know. Like for the experience, I'd say it's a lot.
Yeah.
Situation was a little different, you know, for me because it was more of like a business thing than anything. But like if I'm going out for a birthday, I'm celebrating and I'm like, oh, we're gonna get a booth and just celebrate for like something that's not like a justified expense for me.
Yeah.
Hell no, I'm not gonna spend $2,000 in Sacramento. Are you fucking kidding
Well, I
me?
mean, my confusion
in
was
Sacramento? Hell no.
my confusion was that you were doing a business meeting at a gay club. And
Oh yes.
And you blew $2,000. And so
$2,000 was not the only thing I blew.
I was just curious. When's the next meeting? Because I want to be in it.
Yeah, it was interesting because you just don't realize it. You really just don't realize like how it gets to that point. Because it's just like you think, oh, it's just a few bottles. It's a couple bottles. It's a few bottles. It's cool, right? But by the time those 2 or 3 bottles turn into like 6 bottles, 7 bottles.
Oh yeah.
You don't even know it.
Yeah. No,
right?
it's rough.
And it's like, how did people even drink this much, right? And then it's like, oh, I don't know. It's just
It's the psychology, bro.
You
Because
just cannot control it.
Your card, like literally, you're not watching your money.
Yeah.
Leaving from your wallet.
I think that's what it is.
So I mean, that's how I think I was reading this. That's how basically
People
those
lose
mobile
track.
games.
Yeah.
Mobile games. That's
Oh,
how they
yeah.
make money.
Yeah.
It's because it's called like a third person buying or spending. Basically, I'm playing this game, right? And then it's like, oh, if you want to play, like if you want to get certain things, buy this diamond that you require in the game.
Yeah.
And then, how do I get that diamond? You pay
A certain amount.
then it's attached. Then you pay for that diamond so you can play that game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a third person spending. It's good.
Sorry, yeah.
No, it's good.
that's
Yeah.
all.
So yeah, and that's how they make money. And then obviously with the credit card, you're not watching money leave, right? That's one thing. You're doing a third person spending basically, and then it's credit card.
Yeah.
So it's super convenience, and with convenience, you're always gonna win. You're gonna always make money with convenience.
You know what like an interesting practice too is that they settle it every like certain amount. So every I think it was every $400, they'd come take the card and charge it again.
Really?
So they know
I
that
didn't
like
know that.
so you don't rack up a $2,000 bill, then you can't pay it.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Your card gets declined?
So they charge it, yeah. So as soon as it gets declined, it's like, yo, hey, you're not getting these
You
bottles. Like you out, you done, right?
I wonder what
So
time
just
they.
boom, boom, boom. It just
Damn.
kept going. So
But you know,
okay.
like, you know what drives me crazy is like they're literally selling you nothing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
literally selling you like the bottle they're selling you $30 at Walmart.
yeah.
And then
120 over there, 130 over there.
yeah, and then they're selling you a space, some chasers, and then girls holding a sign that says "Happy Birthday" or
You know how many drinks I had? 2. Two.
good.
That's
That's
it.
good.
Everybody doing everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're selling you nothing, and people are like, "Oh, let's get bottles because it makes us look cool." It's like,
But they're pretty dumb though. If you think about it, you're actually thinking like you're like, oh, what? No, you're saving money. You're being frugal, right?
Yeah.
And so, but it's like what is that? It's like
Status?
it's part of a normal thing now. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Let's get bottle service or something, or it's a status thing. But even people like broke people, they'll be like, you know, just
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
it's an influence.
It's
Yeah.
definitely a status thing because
Yeah.
you know that there's no like you know that like that bottle's not worth that much.
Oh no, hell no.
Like nobody's that stupid, right? So you know all this. It's definitely a status thing and like a moment thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't even know like the whole comp booth. You know, like you could get a comp booth. You spend like maybe 150 total or 200 total.
That's probably easiest.
And like everybody gets it,
It's probably
right?
the easiest way.
Yeah, and I would say like if you had to do it, you know, like we do, like we build connections. And then like people tell us like, hey, you know, hey, if you want us to comp a booth, just let us know. We'll comp a booth for you guys. Yeah. But a lot of people don't do that. Right. And like they go and they sit outside in the fucking cuts. They're not even by the dance floor, and they pay like fucking $500-$600.
They gotta lose money off that.
That happened to us a few times. Well, we got a booth, but we're away from everything.
Yeah,
it's kind of stupid.
We were barely there. We just drank a little bit, and we got a couch.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Outside fire pit.
Yeah, outside fire pit.
$900.
Yeah. So, but they're smart because the inside ones, right next to the DJ and stuff, they don't comp those.
Can you imagine?
You cannot have those comp.
But can you imagine though, like, you know, like a third person selling, like, oh, you want that booth?
Yeah.
You gotta get this diamond package.
It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I got you. You know, I got it.
No,
how much is that diamond package?
Yeah. Do you have a platinum?
No, but see, I can see how this could be very appealing for like celebrities because they don't give a shit, right?
No.
Like they got so much money that they're like, oh, two $5,000 at a club, cake. You know, it don't matter. Like, and they have their own space. You know, people are not touching them, like running into them. It makes sense for them, but for regular folks, man, that really don't make sense.
Dude,
I don't even look there. I barely even look up. Maybe like, if like I don't know, it's a status thing, so they're gonna. Like, I don't know, do you guys look over there? At the VIP section or something?
I looked at him when he was there.
I barely do that, you know? Like, I'm okay with the crowd. I'm okay mixing with the crowd.
I'm not going to lie. So there was a bunch of girls that go and hover. So I noticed a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Because I wasn't drunk or anything, right? I had just 2 drinks and it was spaced out during that time.
Okay.
They hover and there's girls that are there just for that. So they'll come, they'll hover, they'll talk to the bodyguard, they'll like try to get your attention on the dance floor, and you can bring anybody you want up there. So so then what happens is they're up there, they're flexing, right? Like they see it, and so it's like I literally like I'm not gonna say his name, but my boy last night, like he pointed out 2 girls. He told the bouncer, he's like, I want those 2 girls in the booth. The bouncer went and got him and brought him in the booth. They're like, hey, VIP booth wants you guys to hang out with them. Yeah. They came up. That was the one in the red dress and the white dress.
Okay, I see.
Wow.
Like he brought them up. Yeah. So it's like stuff like that happens, right? So I guess you pay for that environment and that like experience, but it's not. I don't know, man.
But then you're rolling out with a Corolla at the end.
Yeah,
you know,
Corolla. But not just any Corolla.
With the window
Corolla LE.
Yeah. Sports edition.
Sports edition, baby.
But the wheels are not on.
Hey, that's how you do it, man.
Walmart.
Yeah. That happens. But now that we know how it works, before, like if I was brand new, dude, and you guys, I'm so glad you guys were there because I think it was like the first week that we had gone out clubbing. I think the week after that, I told Amon, I was like, hey man, let's just get a booth next time. He's like, no. And he's like, trust me.
Amon does not
no.
Yeah.
He's like,
no,
listen.
I hate the whole concept of it.
He put me on game.
He put me on game too.
Like I hate the whole concept of it. I hate the attention that it gets because I'm just not that person for that. Where like I need to have a booth to pull a girl towards me. I'm like, that seems cheap. Yeah. it seems like very fabricated. I was like, I don't really like that. You spend a lot of money. Everyone drinks your alcohol. You don't actually drink it. You know, right?
Facts.
Well, that's true.
Like, and then that, like, at the end of the night, like, you don't get shit. You just walk away and they're like, oh, good night.
Yeah.
You spent $100, man.
Yeah.
So you want more out of it. You know, you want definitely not just a regular couch.
Yeah. Just a regular couch.
It
doesn't even pull out.
I think the best way to do it is, and honestly, a lot of people don't even do this, is you call and you just ask, like, hey, do you guys have any comp booths available? You know, I'm coming in with 10 people. We'll get a bottle, but comp the booth for us. So what they do is instead of making you pay the $500-$600 minimum, if it's a slower night for them, like the booths haven't already been sold, because most of the time they're not already sold in a city like Sacramento, right? So you get the $150 bottle, and that whole bottle, if everybody splits it, like if it's good, you still get the booth, you still get it, and you still get that kind of that VIP feeling, and everybody ends up on the dance floor anyways.
Yes.
So
surprisingly, not everyone. Like if you're really close to the DJ or whatnot, I still see people
Yeah, but he's talking about the comped boots, which are like those boots are on. Like, if you get those boots, then that kind of makes sense. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Like I'm right next to a DJ, dance floor's right there, and I got a bottle, and then and I'm the shit.
Yeah, because they really trying to set, like, I feel like some people, they like the whole feeling of being in the booth, and then they go and they'll just sit there all day or dance.
Oh yeah, we see them.
They don't even want to go and mingle with the crowd. They just want to stay there. And I'm like, dude, I want to do that.
Hey man, we're gonna make the big bucks first.
If you have money, if you have money, then we good, right? I'm like, I can spend 2 G's, 3 G's, but when you broke. You pregame.
You pregame in a silver Toyota Corolla with roll up windows.
Hey,
you motherfucker!
Hey. I'm still trolling. 2020, baby.
Not only you only pregame, you also do actual game and then post game.
Post game too. Yeah. Hey, post game. Yeah, last night you went into the hood.
I did.
Yeah,
I did. I went to the hood.
How was it?
It was calling me.
The hood fucks with you?
It's calling your name, huh?
Yeah, I just got invited from my friend, and they were just rolling dice. And I guess it's like one of those events where there's going to be a lot of people.
Yeah.
So,
any baddies?
No, they're all taken. But yeah, there was one with me,
Hey, good save.
Hey, you like that?
Good save, man.
All right.
Brownie points.
So that's the thing though. Reddy was like, "Yo," I said his name. Fuck. We're gonna shout that out.
Anonymous, my friend who shall not be named.
Yeah.
So Reddy was like,
he's like, "Yo, it's gonna be bitches." He was hella lying, dude. He was hella lying.
Just to get you there.
Yeah. He was just really trying to get me there, but I was there because his homie was the one that was hosting it. He wanted us to come there. So it was cool, man. It was like they were really into it, man. They got like catchphrases when they be rolling, like they throwing the dice. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
What's the catchphrase?
I'll tell you what Reddy's is.
Yeah.
It's every time he throws it, it's butt sex. Everything. It's fucking funny. It's like everybody looks at him like, dude.
Yeah. You know where you at, right?
Yeah. So I went there. They were really inviting. We just started drinking more. I started drinking more, which I shouldn't have. And now I got
of the night.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing, man.
Fun.
I've been and I've gone and hung out in the hood, and I've gone and hung out in like a fancy fucking fat ass house with like rich people, right?
Yeah.
You feel fucking 100 times more welcome in the hood.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it is.
They're
it
nice.
is, dude. It's insane because. It doesn't matter how close you are to the people whose house you go to.
Okay.
When the house is fat, you always have this thing in the back of your mind where it's like, hey, everything is like, you know what I mean? Like I gotta put my best foot forward at all times, right?
Right.
Like you can't wild out and shit like that. But when you go to the hood, you're just like, hey, I'm gonna just be free and be me.
Yeah.
And like everybody's hella cool and chill.
Man, we've been to some hood parties, and man, those are the best ones.
Yeah.
Like they got good music, they got good alcohol, and they got good people. Sometimes there's shootings, but you just gotta dodge those.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, of course. You always have your ups and downs.
Someone drops a pot and Amon hits the floor. Get down.
He's traumatized.
Yeah.
They got me, man. They got me.
Yeah.
No, the owner was really, really cool. He
was
very accommodating. Very accommodating.
What was the owner's name? Almost had him.
Well, I'm not gonna say his real name.
No, it's okay.
Everyone has nicknames.
What's his nickname?
Yeah.
Or
how do you think that
first letter of the nickname?
First letter of the name.
His name is Stomp.
Is what?
Stomp.
Cause he be stomping dudes out.
Hey, that seems like it.
Shit.
I don't ask questions. Especially not in the hood.
How do you think they would react to my nickname? Because my nickname's not like hella
It's going to be hilarious.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, Bubbles. Okay, first you need to understand, you're going to get made fun of when you get there. They call me Batista.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm okay. And then I'm like, oh, cool. I like that compliment. And then everyone gets nicknames. And then like he does this thing where like if he really likes you, you get to put a sticker and like on his It's dope, man. I like it.
Did you
a
get
lot.
to put a sticker?
I did.
Oh, that's why you're.
And it was
that.
from anime, My Hero Academia. I put
God,
I put it.
Suck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, this guy he's really cool because like he's a collector, so he likes to collect everything.
Yeah.
So that's like him.
I saw a snap of the garage, and that was the cleanest
Yeah,
garage I've ever
dope.
seen.
that
Dope.
garage was sick.
Yeah.
Oh, it could
I
be
was like,
it could be
damn.
drug money, but
it could,
Or
or it could be clean
very
money.
legal, or very legal money.
If the IRS is watching it, it could be very possibly clean money.
Very
taxes
clean.
paid.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, man, you go throw them under the
No,
bus.
no,
right
no,
there.
no,
It's like,
Damn,
it was
blood.
drug money. No, I'm just kidding.
What was that word you just said?
Blood?
Yeah, blood. No. No, he's a collector. So
That's dope.
Yeah, he collects a lot of cool things, and he had that in the garage, and yeah, it was dope.
We need more people like that, man, in the world that just like welcome people with open arms. Good people, right?
But it's hard to find because like I feel like everyone like nowadays is just mistrusting.
Yeah.
You know, because like first of all, I think a lot of it comes down to the news because man,
Yeah.
them motherfuckers just instill fear in you. Like, they're
Yeah.
like 2 people died this morning. You're like, what? Why?
I ain't going to Southside.
Like, I ain't leaving my house today.
Yeah.
Apparently. You
Hey,
know?
I learned a stat fucking Thursday. You guys will not believe this. Okay, if you were to say a like one area code, zip code, right? In Sacramento that has, let's say, not the lowest crime rate, but like the second lowest or the lowest crime rate, right?
Okay.
Which one would you say? Like
95691.
West Sacramento? Really?
Have the low, in
Second
Sacramento.
lowest, yeah. Which one do you
I-
think
I-
it would
I
be?
think West Sac is pretty
In
low.
Sacramento. Okay, so you think West Sac. What about you? Pick something other than
Yeah,
West Sac.
that's a good one. Okay,
Definitely not Southside. Northside?
No, West Sac. Get
maybe
shit. Come on.
maybe like Natomas.
Natomas?
Natomas is hood.
It is South Sacramento.
What?
South Sacramento
I
should've
has
went-
the second lowest crime rate.
How is that?
In Sacramento.
In Sacramento
What are
zip
they
code.
considering South Sacramento? Is the question.
Yeah, 'cause isn't that
It's
like
two
really?
zip codes. It's the 95. I think
that El-
823 and 95. 8832. They flipped the last. one.
Yeah, okay. So I was gonna say, when does it start?
South Sac is like that. It's that pocket. It's like the 65th Street, 34th Street, Martin, MLK, Fruit Ridge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What?
Dang.
Unbelievable, right?
Yeah, I
There's
would've-
bodies. They just not finding them.
Yeah, they just
Hey,
really good
I
idea.
swear to God, like you
would've
go
never
down there
expected
and you feel like you're in the hood.
Yeah,
You know?
they have done fucking just tremendous job in the last, I would say, like 8 to 10 years of cleaning that shit up. I learned it from a couple of friends of mine who run some businesses down there.
Okay.
Who have been like
interesting.
a big part of cleaning up that city.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, South Side.
But what's number
second
one?
lowest. I don't know what was the
Damn,
lowest
you
one.
didn't come in with the full dog.
Bitch,
Yeah.
you got a fucking computer.
Yeah,
over
yeah,
here.
I'm gonna use it right now. I'm gonna use it
How
right
does that computer?
How'd you not know? How'd you not know?
If you have to ask.
Yeah, I don't know. Just Google, I guess, lowest crime rate Sacramento or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's like. Do you guys know what the most dangerous cities are in California? Where'd you go in California?
What's the most dangerous?
All right, so Stockton's on the list.
Yep.
Oakland's up there too. Richmond.
Damn, Richmond.
Richmond
yeah.
is still up there.
Yeah. So Stockton, Oakland, Richmond, Compton.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I believe that.
And then I think there was one more around forgetting, but I'm just like, man, like it's a different life out there, man. Like
Yeah.
it's but Oakland was fun. I
you
fucks
know-
with Oakland, man.
You know, you could go to like YG's old house and like
YG's old house?
like drive by and see it and shit and stuff. Yeah, 400 or 400 was his
the correction.
the proper way to say it.
OG 400.
400 was the number of his house. So I forgot what street, but that was like that's where the 400 comes
So
from.
the safest is Carmencita Avenue, Calvine Road,
Oh, Elk Grove.
Grant
Elk
Line
Grove,
Road,
yeah.
American
Yeah.
River Drive.
Ain't nobody living out there. That's why shit.
Vineyard.
It's fucking farmlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I guess it's like a picture. So the most dangerous, and I went over there. Let me see. You got what's that? Perkins? You know what that's at? Brighton.
Oh, Florida and Perkins?
Florin Perkins?
Or Perkins.
It just says. I'm gonna zoom in real quick. It's cool. I never fucked with this.
Yeah. Gotta
that's
know your
pretty
city, man.
Richards Boulevard.
Hey, that's pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah, that's North Sac, like Richards Boulevard.
okay.
Yeah, that place is. I
good.
believe that.
Yeah.
59th Street.
Yep.
T Street 59, and then Brighton.
I don't know where that is, but
Okay.
Richards Boulevard, I definitely know.
Yeah.
Most
I used to go
dangerous.
up there. That's where Restaurant Depot is.
Valley High.
When I had the restaurant, I
Valley
used to
High.
go there.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
Valley High. Yeah.
I've heard stories about
Yeah.
that. Man,
Yo, Westside.
No.
It's not even considered.
no,
Yeah.
it's not. Is it safe?
Eh,
Because I don't hear sirens that often. Maybe this is
no,
maybe it's this side of town.
Because
Well, y'all in the fucking Goonies over
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Not you, but V's
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
Goonies,
he's-
man.
well, but Westside is not even considered.
I'm surprised you guys even have Wi-Fi out here. It's YOLO?
Yeah, it's Yellow County. It's not Sacramento.
Yeah,
County.
so it's not even. So that was a trick question. And
That's your contribution to this podcast, Bowen? That is YOLO County?
Also, Del Paso Road.
Oh, Del Paso Heights?
Del Paso
Hey,
Road.
someone hit me with that acronym.
Truxel.
and-
DPH?
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is DPH? You mean DPS?
So it says right here, it says Del Paso Road, and then the further you go, then it gets even more dangerous because it gets darker. The colors get darker over there.
Hey, didn't you have a story about your cousin?
In the map.
Didn't you have a story about your cousin in the hood and he was trying to get some weed?
Dude, it was the craziest shit. Okay, so my cousin comes from Seattle, right? And he was like, the
one we met?
Yeah. He's hella hood. He's hella hood. He brought his little brother, and he came in.
Dude, you gotta tell all the stories.
Oh my god, dude!
All right,
Come on,
tell the hood one and the alcohol one.
Okay, the hood one. So he comes through, super hood, coming, and he's like, "Man, I'm just trying to find out what's Sacramento about. I'm trying to get that kush, So he comes through.
And a little bit of context. This is back in the day when weed wasn't legal.
Yeah.
Weed wasn't legal,
so it was still cool to go get kush.
So anyway, we decided to take. And my parents weren't here, so we decided to take their car, and we started driving like 12 o'clock at nighttime, midnight, bro. Just posting up at gas stations. Going over there.
What was the game plan?
No, but this is the thing though. Anytime there was a red light, we'd be driving and we'd just be kind of cruising around. And anytime there was a red light, we'll just stop and ask the neighbors or anything like that. I swear to God,
very hood.
hella nice. I'm not even joking.
Really?
I was nervous, but they're hella nice. And I swear, if you have some sort of similarity or common thing, like weed, everyone's cool with it. Yeah. I swear to God, it was his turn because we were taking turns talking to people.
Yeah.
This guy has like a mouthpiece. He's just like, "Yo, what's going on, man? I'm from Seattle, and like he just like straight up. He's like, I'm just trying to see what you guys, like that's how he would approach people. And so we're driving, and he puts his window down. He sees the car right next to him, and he's like, hey man, you know where the weed at? He's like talking, and then like I swear the people the people that were driving, they'd be like, oh man, what's up? Like dude, they were so like welcoming, and they're like, man, I just got done smoking that shit. And then he's like, oh, okay, where I can go. So the whole night, bro, and then
did you guys ever get it?
We did.
Oh, okay.
So basically, there was this one time, and this I'm a fucking nerd. Like this is in high school, and I don't know. And he was like, "Yo, but I got water. I got that water or something." And that's I guess PCP, So
news to me.
Yeah, news to me. There, I was like, anyway. So we go to the gas station, ran into some hookers. They're like. Yeah. Like we got some, and I don't know what happened with them, and then like this car rolls up, right? This car rolls up. All you see is dreads in there. They're shaking their dreads, going in, and they're like the car is like on some big ass wheels. Oh, okay. My cousin is not phased. He's like, I'm gonna ask them. So like we go over there. I was like, oh shit. We go there, and then like. They're looking, and then like he starts asking, and then the guy that was filling up gas, he's like, "Hey man, these guys want weed," and then he was like, "You guys cops?" Like like he starts asking questions. He's like, "I don't know, we can trust you." He's like, "Nah man, we good." Like I'm just like once again, I'm from Seattle, trying to get that good shit, And then he's like talks to the driver. He's like, "Yeah, I'll fuck with you. Come on." And then so we finally got weed.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah. But before we start posting gas stations, we were asking a bunch of people while we were driving. Uh-huh. This one scary moment happened where it was my turn to talk. I'm just worse luck. And it's me, my cousin, my other cousin, his little brother. And so we start following this car. We're like, okay, we're just trying to see, maybe there's going to be a red light. We'll just stop. There was no red light. So this guy thought that we were going to jump him. So he starts driving quick. And then my cousin goes, we'll just follow him. Like, we'll speed up too. And I'm thinking, like, me and my cousin, right? We're like telling him, like, I'll say his name, Bino, because they all have nicknames anyway.
Yeah.
So me and Bino, Nick is the one that's like leading everything. And
he's funny.
Bino He's telling me, he's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't follow this guy, man. Maybe we shouldn't do this, right? And he's like, and Nick goes, nah, we good. We just gonna
speeding. I just want to ask him some questions.
Now this is obvious because the dude, yeah, exactly. He was like, I just want to ask him questions. And then so he starts, the dude that we're following, he starts skipping stop signs. Like he was scared.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like crossing passing red lights. And I was just like, oh shit, dude. So now we're chasing this dude. This dude is speeding. We're speeding, and we have a truck. Like we have an SUV, and he did not give a fuck. We finally catch up to him. Yeah. It's my turn to talk. What the fuck am I gonna say? Anyway, so finally pulled up right next to him. He stops. He like pulls something out from his what it seemed like from like his glove bar. He pulls something from the car or something. And I thought either he was running or he's gonna pull a gun. And I go, whoa, chill. Like, you know, I was like, yo, chill. You know, we just looking for weed, right? And he's like, looking for weed? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh shit, bro, you have me fucking scared. And he was like a Mexican dude, so I can like tell he was like a gangster, yeah. So he was like, oh, fool, I thought you fucking, you scared me, dude. And I was like, yeah, fool, come on, man. Hey, fool. Anyway, so then I was like, oh, my bad, bro, my fucking cousin. He's like, and then he goes, I think he's just like, nah, I don't have it, man. Shit. I mean, thanks.
Fuck out of here.
Chased him.
Damn, that's a good story. That's kind of funny.
At the end of the night, we went to the gas station, and then
you got it there.
Yeah, we got it from like the car that came up, bumping music, dreads are flying everywhere. Like it's hella funny.
So moral of the story: if you need weed, go to a gas station.
Yeah, a gas station.
Just post up.
Okay, so tell them about this other time. So this time I was hanging out with him and his cousins. I met him for the first time, and they're like, oh, we're trying to get some drinks.
Yeah, this all happened in 1 month. So he was there for a month.
So they're trying to get some drinks, and mind you, we're all underage, and none of us have fake IDs or anything over. And I was like, how the fuck are we gonna get drinks?
And we were having girls over.
Oh, we were having girls over, and they're like, oh, you got drinks? And we're like, yeah.
And we already told them that. Because once again, my cousin Nick, let me text him. So he goes,
I just want to ask him some questions.
Yeah, exactly. He's texting them. I hit up, at that point, I was going out with a girl. So she was like, I'm going to bring some girls or like her cousins or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. So, so Nick goes, he's telling me what to tell my girl at that point, right, at the time. So he's like, you guys got drinks or anything? That's what my girl's asking over the text. And then Nick goes, yeah, tell him, yeah. And then so everything was so like weed, all that shit. We already had hella weed anyway, so we were good off that.
From the gas
random
station.
Places. Yeah. Anyway, so then but I don't remember that part. So that's what you got to take over.
Oh, okay. So
we went
to Walmart, and I've never seen so much confidence in one dude. Like with his skills, I was just like, I was like, yo, what are we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna grab the alcohol?
Yeah, we were so broke.
Yeah, and we were hella broke.
Why were we so broke? Like
we had jobs.
No money. Yeah, we had no money.
Yeah.
How did we buy weed?
So we go to the liquor section and we see the alcohol we want, and then Nicky came up with the plan. He's like, all right, so this is the plan. We're all gonna walk out, and then his little brother,
Bino,
Bino, he's gonna walk out, and then we're gonna scoop him up real fast. And I was like, how you gonna get the alcohol? And he's like, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna put it in my jacket. And I was like, that's your plan? I was like, you gonna hide the alcohol in your jacket?
But he was getting a pep talk though.
Yeah,
like he was just like, hey, we've done this.
Come
correct.
We're ready for war.
But the thing is, the way he was talking, it feels like he's done this like 100 times. Like there was so much confidence. There was like not even.
Nick,
I was there. There was no doubt in his voice.
Yeah, because Nick was like, you got this, right? And then Bino, he's like that passenger seat. He's like, yeah, I got it. And then Nick's like, come on, hey. You got it, right? And so he's like pep talking. He's like, yeah. He's like, hey, just run, all right? You good? Like that's his little brother, so I like the whole pep talk, dude.
No, it was crazy. And then he's like, I was like, how you gonna get rid of the thing? He's like,
we're nerds in the back asking all these weird ass questions.
We don't know shit. We're like, what? You're gonna steal alcohol from Walmart? Fuck. Right?
You sure about this?
So our minds are blown that they're gonna actually do this. And he's like, of course, yeah, we're gonna do this, man. Like, there's so much confidence. I was like, yo, I was shook.
Yeah, I feel like I backed out a couple of times. I was like, oh, maybe we should do this.
Yeah,
no, we doing this. Fucking Nick, man.
And then so Poen, all of us leave, right? And then like Poen grabs the car and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna pull the car out." And then like it was hella funny. So Bino's like we see him. He's about to walk through the gates where like the little buzzer might go off, right?
So he already went. Now it's coming back out. And so this is what he sees.
Yeah. So like we're outside waiting for him, and then like so his plan was like he was gonna walk out at the same time as a customer walks out, and the bell's gonna ring, and he's just gonna keep walking. I was like, I don't know if that's gonna work, but he's like, if you get caught, just run. That was Nicky's idea, right?
Yeah, fucking Nick, man.
Like if they say something, if you get caught, just run, right? Yeah. So like he walks out and the bell goes off, and I'm like, oh shit, the bell went off, and he was walking with so much confidence, so much swag. The guy comes out, he's like,
it was a cop.
Yeah,
it turned out to be there was a cop
security,
there.
There's security right there. Like he comes out, he looks, he's like. He's fucking confused, and he goes back in, and Bino's just walking. He's just the strongest strut I've ever seen. Like
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, like he was walking, and then we scooped over. We're like, bro, you saw that shit? Holy
we were hella hyped for no reason.
And then we hyped up, like, bro, we never seen that. Holy crap, you know?
Yeah. So when he went in, the thing was he was struggling with because all the liquors now have that little
cap.
The cap. Yeah. So he was struggling with that. So it took a while. He was like, fuck. So he got nervous because he knew that it was gonna ring anyway.
Yeah.
You know. So, but I think that's when Nick came out, and he
came with a plan.
So he kept walking. Nick passed Bino and then talked to the security guy. Like he was like messing with him.
Yeah.
So then and then they walked in together or something inside. Like I don't know. He was just asking him questions. So like he just kind of deterred him in a different direction. But Bino comes in. Yeah, Nick, bro. Yeah. Fucking Nick.
Yeah, dude,
hey, you know what? Like. He's kind of like. Do you guys ever see that Dave Chappelle skit where he goes with Wayne Brady?
Yeah.
Nick is, I feel like Nick is Wayne Brady.
Nick, yeah.
And y'all was Dave Chappelle.
I just want to go home, man. Oh my god! Yeah.
No, hey, but that was a solid moment.
This all happened within a month of him staying.
So this was his. So he came over here. My parents weren't here. The house was to ourselves. He's never been to a house
for a whole month.
Because they went to like Fiji.
Yeah.
So they're here, bro. My cousin Nick, he's like, "Who sleeps over here?"
Yeah.
I was like, "That's my bed." He's like, "I'm sleeping here."
Runs in the family.
Fuck your couch. Fuck your couch.
So he took over and then like literally starts criticizing me. He's like, "Hey, by the way, your colognes, they suck." Started using my shit, man. Oh, it hurt me, so I bought more clothes. Though. I did later on.
Is this why now you have 40 fucking colognes?
I have
you're trying to make up for the one time.
Fuck you, Nick. If you're listening.
Hey, but that was a good moment, man. It was
good moment.
I will never forget that, just because I was like, bro,
first time.
It was so funny, and it was just so crazy.
Dope,
it was so I'm at Sac. I'm going to Sac City. Right, and I haven't picked a single class out because I'm hanging out with this fucker. Yeah, all we did was smoke weed. Yeah. In the morning, we were like wake and bake. I swear to God, we were just feeding for him. Like, hey, is Nick up? Like, Nick comes up. He's like, it's time. He comes out with his tank top, whatever. He comes out. Yeah. We're all over here chilling in the game room, and then he comes out, and then he's like, you know what time it is? We go outside right here at the balcony and smoke. And it's like, bro. This is dope. But yeah, that was awesome. It was a good time.
Yeah, dude, like your cousins were dope. I was like, man, like they were, and the way he talks in Hindi, he's hilarious. Yeah. He's so funny.
He's like you, but like funnier. Like
how he describes things. It's
and on that note, you motherfucker, come
on. He's just like you know what I'm talking about. Like you probably get along with him because you guys.
Yeah.
We should go visit in Seattle, man.
Man, I'm down.
Seattle's hella fun, bro.
Is it?
It's fun. It's fun. Like.
Is it? So how's the vibe? What's it like?
Seattle vibe's cool. Like people are. I'm telling you, as soon as you step out of California, people are hella nice to you. San Diego is an exception. People were nice to us in San Diego.
Yeah.
I feel like, but there was beautiful. People from everywhere, right? Yeah. Arizona and stuff. Seattle's cool in the daytime. It's a lot of city stuff that you can do, but you have a lot of nature. Like there's. Like Seattle is heavy. It's dense on like forests and like nature stuff, hiking, all that stuff. But the city's dope. Sporting events is cool. Food is great, and obviously you do the whole like just go into Canada if you want. It's very easy. But the nightlife, right? I remember, shout out our boy Paneet, man.
Hey,
he took me out.
Walmart drink.
And we went to a lounge. I forgot what it was, but we went to a lounge. But it was just, I mean, you can actually have a conversation with somebody, like start a conversation where they don't where they're not they don't have their guard up and they're like, oh, what's your agenda? It's like sometimes you just want to, you know what I mean? Like you're just out, you're having a good time. I just want to chill.
Girls are always like that over here.
Right?
You know, they're like, oh, I'm single. It's like, oh, I'm taken. It's like, I just wanted to ask you for a pen.
I'm trying to sign my check. Yeah. Trying to sign this bill and go.
Yeah. I'm taking.
It's a waitress. But yeah, it's dope, man. It's super chill. People are nice. They're welcoming. And it's more of like a laid back, like everybody there has like, I'd say like the people that go out, like the place that we went to at least, they're all professionals. They all had like good jobs and stuff. They're all like, you know, dressed pretty nice. So it was like more of like a lounge feel.
Yeah.
But it was dope, man. It was dope. Then we went to the Ratchet place.
Hey.
It was like this, like it looked like a Dave and Buster's that would turn into a club.
What?
And it was dope. That's like
dope.
there was an open dance floor, and we just danced for like literally.
For some reason, I imagine when you say like I feel like it's an arcade game in the corner.
Yeah.
And there's a dance floor right here.
It was literally like that. And then
okay.
like past the arcade games was bowling alley. It was in a bowling place. But yeah, like it was like 10 minutes before it was gonna close, and me and Puneet like we just talked to the guy. We're like, hey man, just 5 minutes, man. Like we ain't even trying to, you know what I mean? We just want to go in there just to see what it's like. We're just gonna see what it's like. He's like, all right. And then we went in and came right back out 10 minutes later because it closed down. But
What time did they close over there?
Still 2?
It's no, actually, it's like close to 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
So California is the only place, huh?
California be fucking up, dude.
Yeah. They're messing around something.
I didn't get back, dude. I didn't get back to my room till like 5, 6 a.m.
Really?
Yeah. But man, honestly, when I was there, dude showed me a great time. He like drove like an hour to come get me, flaked on a date that he had.
Damn.
Right, like it was a dick appointment, so it was a solid thing. Flaked on that, came an hour to get me, drove me an hour to the place that we went to and hung out, then drove me an hour back to my room and then went home.
Damn.
So
Who did this?
Puneet.
Puneet.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
So that's why when he came out here, I was like, man, I gotta show
That
off.
makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you gotta reciprocate that love, bro.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Hey, so on that note, find out next time if he goes to the hood or the hood goes to him.
We're going to the hood in Seattle. Nick, we're coming for you, buddy.
Oh my god.